Mother's Day 2025. What is a mother, and why do I share this message today? Because I believe every moment of every day might be our last. And in my heart, I felt this message is meant for every mother and every child who still cares deeply for one another. In today's world, social media gives everyone a voice, but too often the damage words can cause is overlooked. We strung it off as freedom of speech, and with that, compassion fades into the background. So, this is my truth, my story, and my life. I don't ask you to agree or to disagree. I simply ask you to listen. I'm just one woman who's seen the hardest parts of life and still chooses to fight. Fight for love, for growth, and to make a difference, even if it's only in one or two lives. If you're truly a mother at heart, someone who embraces the responsibility that comes with loving a child born from two others, this message is for you. My incredible daughter Alinka and I have walked a path that not many would survive. And yet, through all the hardship, we stood together. We kept going. What I've learned is that motherhood isn't about control. It's about giving your child the freedom to dream their own dreams, to follow their own hearts. It's about shaping souls, not to mirror you as a parent, but to become the best versions of themselves. And to every child out there blessed with a caring mother, your role is to grow into the person you truly want to be, carrying the wisdom and strength your mother helped to plant within you. But what about broken relationships, that loneliness, that heartache? I believe the answer is to break the cycle when your turns come. It's never too late to nurture another soul and help them become who they were meant to be. And motherhood, real, unconditional motherhood, doesn't only belong to women. Sometimes it's a guardian or a step-parent. Sometimes it's a biological father who steps into the gap, or a grandparent, a teacher, a neighbor, a nanny, an aunt or uncle. Sometimes even a stranger who becomes the Good Samaritan, a child never expected but so desperately needed. And sometimes that comfort comes from a pet whose silenced loyalty fills the loneliness, or from an everlasting memory, or a place that becomes a sanctuary of love and safety. Motherhood in its truest form is not just a role, it's a presence, a healing force. It's a feeling of being seen, known, and loved unconditionally. In our personal lives, that Samaritan came in the form of a father figure for Alinka many years after she lost her biological father. Andy stepped up. He stands by us and continued to help us fight to remain a family. We've cried oceans of tears, but through it all, we are together, and that is our greatest strength. So today, on this Mother's Day 2025, I want to say this. The best gift you can ever give a mother is the knowledge that she lives inside your heart and soul, that she helps you to shape the person you are becoming, that she matters. Because let's be honest, life is hard. For most of us, it threatens our peace, our identity, our existence. But amidst all of that, we still have a choice to stay together, to hold on to love, to be a family no matter what. And to the mothers who have lost a child before their time, please, when the grief feels unbearable, step outside at night, look up at the stars, know that one of them represents your child's soul. And in that moment, remember, you will always be their mother. The fact that you still look up, still feel, still love, that connection is bound in eternity. I may be on the older side of the timeline, and I don't know much about likes, hashtags, or going viral, but I do know this. We are living in a time where we must start speaking life again. We must remind one another how precious life truly is. Because fear, money, and the artificial world are robbing us of what matters most. Flowers and chocolates and breakfast in bed are all sweet gestures, but nothing compares to a real hug, a heartfelt thank you. The warmth of being seen, heard, and loved by your child. So if you hear anything in this message, hear this. As a mother, you can make a difference. And as a child of a mother, you can make a difference. Don't let circumstances rob you of what is important. Real love, real memories, real connection are all priceless. Because in the end, our stories, our lives, and our truths are the most important legacies we'll ever leave behind. Happy Mother's Day.